Hey guys, it's me, Crazy Skin Dog here again, and this video is the third and final part of our day at Castle Combe Karting circuit for their first public Grand Prix of 2021. And we have managed to progress straight into the grand final from our heats. Remember, we had a single heat win and 3 second place finishes. That was good enough to put us on 6th for the grand final. And Ash and Kai both progressed from the A final onto the back of the grid for our final. Kai won that final and Ash came second, so the grid looks like me in 6th, Kai in 7th and Ash in 8th. So we're all together. Maybe we'll see if we have a bit of a battle or not, see what happens. And as you'll see on the camera, it actually started to rain just as that final was going on. So that maybe played on my mind a little bit. Never driven outside before today, so never driven in the rain before. But yeah, I don't know if it made much of a difference or not, but it certainly freaked me out a little bit before we started. Perfect, so we will get into the racing now and see how we got on. Okay guys, so here we go, we're leaving the pits. Gonna get some pro tyre and brake warming in before we get to our grid slot. And yeah, the start of this one gets a little bit crazy, so yeah, I'll try and keep up with the commentary. And ahead of us, you may recognise that helmet in 4th place. Actually, when I learned the guy's name is Dan, and I didn't get a chance to speak to him on the day, but we had some great racing, so let's see what we can get done in this race. And yeah, hard to see the light from where we were back in 6th, so we lean over, wait for that green, there it is, away we go. We get a nice decent start, bump down up a little bit, sticking to the outside again, like we did in the earlier heat, given space again, so props for that. And then it gets a bit crazy now, everybody's side by side, and the guy ahead slows down. I bumped back of him, sets off a string of bumps, and he gets spun around, and we're up into third place on the oh no, we completely miss our braking zone, get far too excited, trying to drive far too aggressively into that corner, and just completely forget to hit the brakes. And so now we're down into 5th, and we're gonna just see what we can do from here. So after our chat with Lee earlier in between the heats, remembering that he said he doesn't brake into that first hairpin, we've decided that that's the plan for this heat. We're just going full send every corner and seeing what we can do. So we're catching up nicely in that top corner. This one's starting to get that one a lot better. So that's improved a lot over the day, other than the previous lap where I was in 3rd. And yeah, coming round nice and wide round there. And we're going to miss the apex and not get much drive up the hill, and that has cost us a good 2 or 3 kart lengths straight off the bat. So not a good corner entry there, has cost us an opportunity to move at the top of the hill. But then again, we make it up at that top corner, so really happy with how we're driving that top corner. A move made ahead, and we look to make advantage of it. We go around the outside, no, not enough drive, wasn't quite close enough. That mistake at the first hairpin at the bottom of the hill coming back to haunt us. So we are in a familiar position from heats 1 and 2 on the back of Dan ahead, and we are just going to get our heads down, try and catch up to him and see if we can take 4th place. And the guy in 3rd, he's already long away, and a mistake ahead, we go for it, and no, he turns in, and we just wasn't enough space there, get pinched between his car and the wall, and the move doesn't come off. So now we've lost a couple of kart lengths again, and it's time to work back up, focus on our lines, try not to get distracted by the rain too much, and just yeah, get our heads down. Better apex that time in the first hairpin. See how we go up the hill. Is he gonna look? See, we're driving this really well at this point. He actually slides out quite badly. We catch him right at the apex, and that just costs us all the time we gained in corner entry. We're just way back again to our 2 or 3 kart lengths behind, because we just clipped him right on that apex as we caught up to him. So yeah, just head down at this point, getting through, seeing how we can get on. This was an 8-lap race, remember, rather than 5, so there's much more time for this battle to kind of evolve and progress, and that's a range up in a very awkward position there. And yeah, down ahead hasn't slid so much in that lap, so we're just maintaining the gap at this point and seeing what can come up. Don't think there was any threat from behind. As I said in the previous video, making a conscious effort to not look behind me and focus on the race in front and just driving as fast as possible. And if someone happens to come up behind me and overtake me, then I guess they were just quicker than me. So again, he slides into that top corner and we catch up a bit of time. So starting to look interested now, really happy with how we're taking this downhill section. So we're kind of gaining a little bit as we come through there. How's this? I think it's maybe the last lap now, so we're really running out of laps at this point, trying to catch up to him. But again, some great racing, just like we had in the first two heats. I'm gutted I didn't actually get to speak to any point of the day and just, you know, say that to him, because it was a great day's racing, and it was mostly me and him for me, racing all day. And yeah, there we go, the checkered flag, and that leaves us with a very satisfying 5th place overall. Was not expecting that before attending today. Obviously never attended this track before, never raced outside before, so really happy with a 5th place overall. Gutted that we made that mistake when we were in 3rd. I think maybe if we'd have got that corner right, we'd have probably lost out to the guy in the blue suit that was behind us, going through that corner, and he got through down ahead and we couldn't follow him through. I think he would have passed me quite easily, but I think me and Dan could have had a great battle there, and there was potential for a 4th place. But a fantastic day all round, and really enjoyed that racing. I hope you guys did too. Okay guys, so that brings an end to the day's racing from this Castle Combe Public Grand Prix. My fastest lap in the final there was a 26.49, which I think was my fastest lap overall of the day. It was about 0.8 off the fastest lap of the day, so not fast enough really, but the guys that all finished in the top 3 all attended a championship event the week after this one, and so really happy with our overall performance. Was not expecting to qualify straight for the final before we started the event, and really happy to finish 5th overall. Can't wait to go back. In fact, I am going to be entering the Castle Combe Karting Championship this season and attending as many of the heats as possible, starting with one on Sunday the 25th of April. So look out for the videos from that. I will be doing probably the same format as I've done for these ones. Let me know in the comments below any criticisms, any things you think I could do better, any things you didn't like, things like that. Any tips on the racing are always appreciated, anything to help me improve, things you notice that I do that are kind of silly rookie mistakes, or any pro tips that will help me get that bottom corner and the entry to the top corner better than I was. That would be fantastic. Thank you to everybody that's shared, liked and commented on the previous videos. It really means a lot. Very new to the karting and the YouTube stuff, so yeah, thank you very much for that. And finally, thank you very much to the marshals on the day. Everybody was super helpful, super kind, sanitized all the carts, ran everything really efficiently, and even put up with my whinging. So yeah, thank you very much guys, and look forward to seeing you at the next one. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Goodbye.